Hi guys, this is Make Me Up on Beauty Base. I am makeup artist Lilly Keys, and today I'm going to be showing you how to recreate Kelly Osbourne's beautiful and striking makeup look. With the skin prepped and primed, I'm going to start on the foundation first, and today I'm using Revlon Nearly Naked. This is in shade Shell 130. So it's just a really lovely foundation, gives good coverage without being too heavy. Kelly has absolutely flawless skin, so we're going to be doing a really lovely base for this look. So I'm going to start in the middle of the face and blend outwards. For the concealer, I'm using my absolute favourite Estee Lauder Maximum Coverage. This is in shade 3, Creamy Vanilla. Just put a tiny bit on my hand because a little goes a long way, and with a fluffy brush, quite like using a fluffy brush for concealer sometimes. Just going to go on any redness or blemishes around the nose. Don't really like to use too much around the eye with this product because it's quite heavy. For the brows, I'm going to be using this Ruby and Millie Brow Duo. So it's got colour and it's got wax to set the brows. So it's such a great product. Take my eyebrow brush, just kind of dip it in both sections, and I'm just going to be filling in the brows. Kelly's brows are really quite sharp and defined, so we're gonna try and get that effect today. Going to fill them in quite a bit, take them up to this arch. I'm going on to the mascara now. I'm using this one by Topshop. It's Waterproof Lash. I'm going to use mascara first because it's easier for me to apply eyeshadow afterwards. It stops the droppage on the face. But usually when I do my makeup on myself, I do the eyeshadow first. So I'm just going to the bottom lashes now. Look up for me, darling. Give the bottom lashes a good 2 or 3 coats for this look. I'm going to do Kelly Osbourne's classic flick now. I'm actually going to use a Khol pencil first because we are doing quite an eyeshadow based flick. So close your eyes, darling. This pencil's from Tom Ford, but you can use any black Khol pencil. Just doing short feathery strokes along the lash line, all the way in. Doesn't matter if you make a mistake because we're going to be blending a lot on this look. If you take your natural eye shape and just flick upwards like that, that is exactly the kind of flick we're going for. Look up for me, darling. I'm going to go underneath as well. For the eyes, I'm going to be using this amazing palette by Tom Ford. You can obviously use any colours from any brand that are similar. This is called Emerald Lass. Look how pretty. So it kind of just reminds me of the sea, really. Kelly does tend to wear quite blue-greens very subtly. So what we're going to do is do a very slight wash of this green. I'm not going to go too crazy on it. And close your lids, darling. I'm just going to put it slightly over the lid. So I'm using my smaller angled eyeshadow brush this time on this beautiful bluey colour here, and I'm going to mix it with this dark colour as well because I'm just going along the lash line really, like this. And this is when we're going to smudge in our Khol. So I'm going to be using this really cool Khol and Contour eye pencil from Bourjois. This one's called Kaki Insolent, and it's a kind of like an olive greeny colour. So what I'm going to do is look up for me, darling. Just go under the eyes, just bring that down, smudge that liner a bit. For the lashes, I'm using these ones by Eyelure. They're evening wear lashes. They're number 101s. And they're really great because they're not too crazy so that you look lash heavy, but they've got a really good, you know, thickening and lengthening vibe. So I'm just going to be putting on my eyelash glue on my hand. I'm using my eyelash glue eyelash duo adhesive, but you guys can use the one that comes with the lashes, it's just as good. I'm just using a very tiny brush to put the glue on the lash line, but you can use a cotton bud to do this. Just going to be placing it on the lash line. For the liner, I'm using this one by Topshop. It's called Magic Liner because it's magic. It's a liquid liner. It's one of my favourite liners actually. Just going to shake it to give some colour to the nib. This is a real pivotal part of Kelly Osbourne's makeup. So we're just going to make this really sharp and pretty dramatic. What I'm going to do is just go along the same flick that we did with the eyeshadow. So I'm going to do the other eye now before I go underneath, because a liquid liner always needs to dry. If you do the top lashes and you look up straight away, it'll hit your lids and mess up all the eyeshadow that we've done. So I'm going to the other eye now. So I'm going to go in the inner corners of the eye now. We're going to take it to a point in the inner corners. Bring it out and go underneath the lashes. So I'm using my Tom Ford Khol again that we used before. Look up for me, darling, and we're going to go in the waterline with this. Okay, so over the blue-green eyeshadow, I'm actually going to use this Taupe shade from Illamasqua with my fluffy brush, just to bring it down so it's not too mermaid. Close your eyes, darling. And this also gives a natural shade to the eyes. I'm going to be taking it underneath as well. It's just like a natural socket shade. So I'm going to go underneath now, look up, darling. So the line underneath isn't too harsh, and the reason I'm using a taupe shade is to get be a bit more natural rather than it be too blue or green. So for the blush, I'm using this great blush by this brand EX1. It's called Set Glow. It's quite a neutral blush. It's not too pink or too coral, but it's highly pigmented, so just be careful of the colour. I'm using my blush brush from Bobbi Brown, just giving a really beautiful flush to the cheeks. For the lips, I'm going to go for a pretty matte lipstick. It's called Nevada and it's by Topshop. I've melted this down into my lip palette, but it's this shade over here. So I'm just going to dab my lip brush in it and just going to put it on the lips. I want it to be more like a stain, so it doesn't have to be too perfect. I'm not using a lip liner with this. For the powder, I'm using this brilliant one by NARS. It's translucent and the shade is Crystal. So I like to put my powder brush, just dip it in and then put it in the lid. Really gets a good coverage on your brush, and you don't want to put too much powder on the face. So I'm just going to be doing it around the T-zone, anywhere where you might be shiny, under the eyes, on the forehead, and on the chin. How gorgeous is this blue-green striking eye that Kelly Osbourne wears? I really hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. If you have, please give me a big thumbs up. Bye!